Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we're making a modern apartment in Evergreen Harbor. And I wanted to do this apartment specifically because maybe 2 weeks ago I fully trashed a different build that I had tried to do in this apartment, and I just hated it so much that I just was like no, and gave up. And I had put the walls down and some filler furniture, but I hadn't even finished some of the filler furniture. I just didn't like it that much. But I came back and I was like, I am not letting this rectangular box get the best of me, and I will make an actual apartment out of it because I don't use this one very often. The windows are in some of the worst spots ever, and the door just doesn't make any sense. It's hard to put any walls up at the front of the apartment just because the windows and the doors are in all of the wrong spaces. And it's even I don't really like how there's a bathroom there because the window is huge and it's an apartment, so you'd walk by it all of the time, so it's just kind of really inconvenient. But it's not like you can do anything else with the space, so it's a little bit annoying. But that's what I don't like about these two apartments, is just the windows. They suck, and the position of the apartment windows in all of the apartments kind of are a little inconvenient. It is much more convenient when you can place them yourself, but I guess that is kind of the point of apartments, is that you can you've got this shell that you kind of have to work with. But this one was really annoying me, so I just decided that last time I was going to not do it, and this time I was actually going to make something out of it. But to be fair, the last one that I was trying to do was kind of a bohemian kind of one that had some medium tone woods and a bunch of colors, and that's what I wanted to do at the time, but it just didn't work very well, and it just didn't fit with the apartment. And also, as I said, the shape of the apartment just I don't like very much. But I was trying again with this one, and the kitchen was a little bit strange because this window here, I was trying to put the fridge not right in front of it, but it didn't really end up working, so I just kind of gave up and put it all back into the normal spots. And so, the window is kind of in an odd space, but it doesn't really matter because everything's functional and it's a window, so it'll probably be okay. And this is a pretty typical, modern, I guess. It's black and white, and then it's got the orange. I usually use the orange just because the, windows and doors are orange, and there's not much you can do without having orange and I guess I think purple, or no, wait, I don't know what the complementary color of orange is. I don't remember right now, but that's besides the point. But I can't figure out anything that goes well with orange, so I usually just leave orange to be the only color. And so I don't know, but that's just what I've been going with. And also I've been doing too much orange recently, but I'm trying to get out of it. But also the only way to use most of the Evergreen Harbor apartments with them in their modern form is to use orange, so I don't really know. But also when they're not modernized, their windows are tiny, so you win some, you lose some with the apartments. But it is fun to have more apartments than just the ones in San Myshuno, so I guess we could be happy with about that one. But the orange is really just driving me crazy at this point, but I keep using it, so I don't know. But I should stop, but it's not gonna happen. You're probably gonna see a good 4 more in the next 2 weeks, so look forward to that one. But I guess that is about it for the build, so I am going to move on to a couple of the things that I've done this week. So the first thing is that it's 6 p.m. on a Sunday, and I kind of feel like dying right now. Everything hurts, but I have nothing to do, and also I want to record and I don't want to say have to, because it's not a required thing, but I say that I'm gonna do 2, and I'm gonna do 2 kind of thing. And so I wanted to do them sometime today, but I got home from the event I had this morning and I felt horrible, and I still do, but that's okay. But I'm gonna get them done anyway, because I will feel semi better while I'm doing this, and so it's off my mind and all that stuff. But it is 6 p.m. and I hate recording voiceovers after 4, and so I much prefer doing them at 8 a.m. because I've done that a couple times. It's still bad, but I much prefer early morning to anywhere after 4 p.m. It just kind of sucks, and also no quiet time after that time. It's after 4 p.m. it's just loud at all times, so at least I'm getting this half an hour where I can just talk and not have screaming in the background. Real fun. Other than that, I got some new shoes this week. I was very excited. I got them for my birthday. They're black and white, and they look very fancy. I'm very excited about them, but I wore them 4 times this week, and so I'm gonna lay down, or like not lay down, that's like the wrong word, but like I'm gonna not wear them as much this week because I wore them like all of the time last week, but I was excited about new shoes. But I wore them to Hobby Lobby the first ever time I wore them. I wore them to Hobby Lobby, and I'm not sure what exactly I was thinking wearing them there. We were just trying to pick up some like garden decorations because they've got some good garden decorations. But every single time I go to Hobby Lobby, I kick every single thing in the store. Not like the actual items, but like the displays. I swear, I run into every single one of them. To be fair, I run into everything, but especially at like these types of stores, I just hit the displays, and I don't break anything because it's like hard metal plastic stuff and like sometimes rubber and stuff like that, but like the bottom of my shoe is white, like entirely white, and then the only part of the shoe that is not white is like the fabric part. So you know, it worked really well, but I had already the first time gotten like scuffs on the shoes, and I was just like, I haven't even worn these to school yet, and they're covered in everything that I've kicked in Hobby Lobby. So really fun with that one, but I did get them a little bit cleaned up. But to be fair, they're dirty once again because I got stepped on a good 6 times during English class this week. I don't know what the issue is, but these kids keep stepping on me. It's this one kid in particular who stepped on me like 4 times. And then like 3 other kids have also stepped on me. Like, I understand I'm at the beginning, or like at the beginning of the row, like closest to the front when you have to like leave the class, but my feet aren't even out. They're under my desk, and they are still figuring out how to step on my feet. I don't understand how they keep doing this, but apparently I need to put my shoes just fully under my chair, because they're still under the wood part of the desk. I don't get it. Like, I've fully made sure that they are not out to be stepped on, but they still manage to step on them. So, you know, really fun. But the white shoes, they're really cool. I really like them. But they get dirty really quickly, which I knew that going into them, but I still wanted them. So, you know. Also this week, we had a debate, and it was a debate on, like, the biggest cause of World War II, which is, it was really difficult because we had no information going into this other than, you know, we had to provide our own information, which I swear that my world history teachers really like giving us debate topics in which we have not learned about yet, because we don't start learning about World War II until, well, the day after, and then I guess more this week. So I don't really know, I guess, if that was like our opening to it, and so we had to like debate all of this stuff. It kind of sucked, but I don't think that's the point. I think she just kind of wants us to fail, but not like entirely, but like most of us didn't have information, and also Google's not really good on opinionated stuff. Well, sometimes, like, the factual stuff isn't opinionated, and debates are opinionated, so I don't really know, but like we were trying to like make up things while we were doing it, and we had like a day to prepare for this, and so it was kind of hectic, but I think we did okay. I got a good grade on it, which is always what if I think I do bad and I get a good grade, then it was fine. So it's okay. But I was very nervous because I had like just like 300 words. You had to get to like 2 minutes of stuff, and then you'd be okay. But like I didn't know if I was gonna like talk too fast or like talk too slow or something, or didn't have enough information or anything like that. But I don't know. But I was very nervous. I don't like right before, like not like days before like I am with some things, but like right before I was going, like 2 people were talking before me, and then I was like, I have to go in like 4 minutes. Then I was like kind of anxious, like kind of like the stomach like feeling, but like it all went fine. Like I was reading directly from my computer, so it's not like I had to make up anything on the spot like the people who did like rebuttal were doing, because I did the bashing. I don't know how correct any of these terms are. I've never done debate in my life. We'll never do debate. That sounds like a nightmare. But we basically had to like state facts and then state why ours was better than the other person's. But you know, it was a little easy because my topic was World War I, just the whole thing, and like the consequences after it, and the other one was like the invasion of Poland. And so it was a bit easy because mine was a bigger topic and all of that stuff, so it was much easier. Also, the guy I was going up against, I think he just pulled up a Wikipedia article, because he kind of just stated every single cause like with commas, just like I think he mentioned every topic beside his own, when we were doing the bashing and stuff like that, because I swear, like, his was like invading Poland, and I think he talked about economics and like technology the entire time. So, you know, at least I did good on that. So, you know, but that was mostly because the other dude didn't do very well. But that's okay. But I'm just switching between topics here. But the final thing is that I started learning Hebrew like week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And no apparent reason. I just kind of was scrolling through Duolingo because that's what I use to learn languages. It's not that good. It's a mediocre language learning app. But I have some, you know, other issues in which I have a very large streak in which I cannot stop, which is also an issue. But I keep learning on Duolingo despite the fact that it is mediocre, and I've learned so much more when I'm doing actual French lessons at school. But I decided I wanted to learn another language because I'm that bored, and also when I get bored and I don't have like enough like things to just like do with my mind, I'll just like pick up another skill, in which I started doing a bunch of things all of the time, and I usually don't finish them, but I'm trying another language. To be fair, I am learning 3 languages now at this point, so it's a little excessive, but it is going well, and I do all of them a day. Well, sometimes I skip French, but that's just because I'm like that much farther in French in class than on Duolingo, and there's not a lot of things that I can do on like language learning things that would make my level at French. But like when I'm doing like my Dutch lessons and my Hebrew lessons, I'm at a place where like the online lessons and like YouTube videos teaching are okay with that. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do when I get past that. However, that's a problem for future me, not current me, so we're just gonna put that one off for a little bit. But that is about all for this video, so I'm going to end the video right here as it is almost screenshots time. But subscribe if you did like today's video or if you want to see more like this. But I do post 4 videos a week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!